what is the good, the bad, and the ugly about manhood in 2012, and like what is it? What do you think?
Manhood in 2012, man. Really, and from a respect, I don't feel like there are a lot of from a man's from being a mentor and helping. We were talking about these kids being lost and not really having a perception. I don't see that as far as
Right.
men in 2012. I don't see the man. There's not a mass of mentors out there. They're not a that's regardless if they have children or not. You don't have that mass. You don't have that community uplifting these kids or young men to grow up to be the next leaders.
Right.
Of our world. So that's a scary thought. For 2012.
2012, I'd have to say the good would be the ability to rebuild. I think that right now, because things are low as far as the economy goes,
Right.
that there are a lot of people who are becoming ambitious, doing new things, taking adventures when it comes to their finances and their careers and whatnot. So that's definitely a good thing. As far as the bad, I agree with you. I think that there are a lot of lost ones.
Sure.
I think there are a lot of kids who don't appreciate grade school, like the early stuff, high school, when they should be achieving. So.
I think we're actually on the upswing again, honestly, and everything goes in a full circle. But when we were growing up, when we were, early teens, Baby Boy was hot, you know what I mean? All these shows was hot that guys weren't being dads, or, it was just, you got the wife beater, you drinking, like that was cool, Boys in the Hood, like that was hot. You see that now and it's kind of old, you know what I mean? Honestly, if you really look at a show where a guy ain't taking care of his child, it's like, dude, you're not cool, So I think we're actually on the upswing of seeing our guys take care of their children, you know what I mean? As publicly, media, you're starting to see a lot more of, things that's highlighting the man in the community. So I think we are on the upswing. I think we're going to see, we got a black president now, he's not in our generation, but I think we're starting to see a lot of black guys in high places. And we do have some black guys in leadership positions, and I think these guys are role models, and I think in years to come, we're going to see a wave of black leaders. So I do think we're making the right decisions as black men. Just got to be patient, everything's full circle.
I guess to start with the bad and then go to the good. I think that the bad is that the younger generation doesn't fully grasp the foundation that was laid on by generations before them. And if you don't really understand how critical things were in this country just a little while ago, you're not going to see the worth in it. If, for example, you're 18 and you're not voting, you don't see the worth in all the people that died so that you could vote. Something that would seem very trivial to you if you don't know the history behind that. So I think that there is a gap sort of between, this generation and the sort of the foundation that's laid in terms of the bad. What I see with the good is that I think that a lot of strong men are really turning to the Lord. And I know we didn't really cover that because that's obviously a whole nother conversation, but I think that there are a lot of men in their 20s and their 30s that really know that is what, to me, starts the foundation of being a man. If you know God, if you know the Lord, if He is guiding you, then you're in a much better position you are than trying to do anything on your own. And I think that a lot of younger guys than you would normally see are sort of gravitating towards that. So I definitely think that 2012, it's going to have its bumps, its downs, its ups, but I do think that you have to find hope in a new year and new possibilities for what manhood is going to look like going forward. So.
All right. I think that I'll start off like you said with the bad. I think that a lot of these, I think that obviously we have to rebuild our kids, because those are the ones that's gonna, uplift the communities, when we're old and when we can't. And I think that the bad thing is that you don't have enough men that are stand-up guys that are reaching back and really helping these kids, not just giving them $1, not just when they squeegee in your car, or they say, hey, can I help you with your can I help pump your gas? You're like, sure. Then you give them $1. You really think that you're helping. You really think that, hey, I did my part. I'm righteous. But it's bigger than that. I think that, that's easy. That's easy for you. You aren't inconvenienced at the gas station, at the light, when you're waiting on a red light that you want to change. To roll down your window, give them $1. You feel like, hey, I'm living a dream. This is what Martin Luther King wanted. I'm giving back. But that's not enough. I think that, we as a black man, that whether you're wealthy, whether you feel as though you made it, I think that we have to go back to our communities, take over our communities, and say, hey, listen, I'm here regardless of, how many hours it takes, regardless of how I'm inconvenienced. I'm going to be here to save this young boy just like somebody else saved me. Or just like you said, my dad was in my life. But it doesn't matter if, he's only, he's your father, or if you have a kid, I have a daughter, but at the same time, I want to reach back and help a kid that's not mine, because those are the men that's going to interact with my daughter when she's 25. Those are the men that she's going to, that she may possibly go to school with, that she may possibly, see out, and, are going to try to court her. So I have to show them how to be men, so that when she gets ready to be married, I did my part by showcasing, okay, this is what a man looks like. And I also did my part because these are the men that I help to become these future leaders, these future men, so that she can have a pool to pick out of. Other than that, she's going to be doomed. I think that, the good is that we having conversations like this to really iron out these issues. I think that there aren't enough men sitting around at a man table, because it's not considered masculine, or it's not considered, okay, I'm gonna go watch a football game. But instead of watching a football game, how about you sit down with a couple of your buddies, you really talk about these issues and iron them out, so that you can help change this world. And that's the good part. The good part is that we have 5 men here that are willing to sit down and really discuss these issues, and hopefully our viewers will see it, and they'll constantly keep tuning in, and we'll help people to change lives.
What has to be the ratio to men to women before the second guy can get it?
There has to be
It's a fine line.
for every dude in the hot tub, there has to be a girl with him. Then it's alright. If I get in the hot tub,
I
and
can't
I got
come
my
and get-
girl.
no.
You can't come in unless I got my girl in and your wife's coming in.
Or say you
if
chilling.
you in by yourself and me and her, it's still
It's
shaky.
shaky.
That's shaky.
Or I give you another example.
Unless you like in some super magical tropical. If we in Hawaii or something on vacation and you by yourself, then that's alright. But if you don't come in with no young lady and I'm just in there with my young lady, you can't come in.
So say you at a vacation spot, right? You
Right.
chilling. It's an adult resort. You chilling in the hot tub, relaxing, laid back, eyes closed. I couldn't walk into the hot tub.
It is that size, no. Unacceptable. If it's some massive type, some MTV Crib type, nice big jump,
Right.
then you can slide in there. But if
I
it's
don't feel comfortable.
So it's a
If
certain
it's-
feet.
if it's
So
a rubber
certain
ducky,
feet.
if it's like a rubber ducky type hot tub,
You
then
can't do it.
No.
I'm sorry, I've been on a cruise though, and it was a big joint, and there was only a dude in there. I didn't feel comfortable getting.
Did you get in?
No, absolutely
You
not.
put your feet in?
No, I didn't.
If he's on the one opposite side, I wouldn't be tripping if it was big.
Or do you speak like when you get in? Hey, what's going on, man? Or like how do you do it?
probably
Like,
worse.
like do you? Oh, so you don't say nothing.
That's pretty bad.
Hey, like do you
How's the
step
water
up?
feel?
Yeah, right. Is it warm in there? You just put your feet on your fingertips. Like okay.
You know it's warm in here.
Yeah, right. Right. Like what's a man law violation? Like I gave one to Cooper. That was mine. I mean, do any of you guys have any?
By
man law
no
violations?
means.
Because no, hold up. Because I was working one day, right, and me and this dude went for like an hour and a half. With man law violations. On a text. Maybe that was a violation. We texted each other.
But by no means, if you ever see a man's fly open, it's not a knowledge.
Even if you see it, you can't be like, yo, listen.
Nah,
What if he's like 5? What if he's a kid? Was he like a 5-year-old kid?
it's a kid, but
Okay.
you're talking a grown man.
Grown man,
You
right?
see a grown man fly open, you don't say nothing. You don't acknowledge it. Just let it be. It is what it is.
I gotta know. Hold up. Can you look honestly? Like, say we chilling. Could you really talk like a man law violation? You cannot, by no means, if another man in the bathroom shitting, you cannot sit there and talk to him. I don't care what dialogue you was having before. Once he shut the door, you have to wait. Like, that's a straight up man law violation. You got one? Who got one? I gotta know. I can go for days. Another man law violation. You cannot be watching the TV on your belly with your feet crossed.